All right, let's now shift our attention to some other stories now. When a bid to counter China's growing influence over the Indo-Pacific region, the United States, Britain and Australia have established a new security partnership, and this involves helping Canberra acquire nuclear-powered submarines. Now, in a three-way virtual announcement from each of their capitals, the leaders in fact stressed that Australia will not be getting nuclear weapons, but rather will be using propulsion systems for the vessels to guard against any future threats. Now, Morrison said that the submarines will be built in Adelaide in close cooperation with the United States and Britain, and that Australia will continue to meet all of their nuclear non-proliferation obligations.
Our world is becoming more complex, especially here in our region, the Indo-Pacific. This affects us all. The future of the Indo-Pacific will impact all our futures. To meet these challenges, to help deliver the security and stability our region needs, we must now take our partnership to a new level. A partnership that seeks to engage, not to exclude, to contribute, not take, and to enable and empower, not to control or coerce. And so, friends, AUKUS is born, a new enhanced trilateral security partnership between Australia, the United Kingdom and the United States. AUKUS, a partnership where our technology, our scientists, our industry, our defence forces are all working together to deliver a safer and more secure region that ultimately benefits all.
Now, with China's increasing military build-up in the Indo-Pacific region, Washington and its allies are looking to try and push back against Beijing's growing power and influence. None of the three leaders, however, has mentioned China, and the US official said that the move was in fact not aimed at countering Beijing. Now, Biden, however, in his speech said that the new trilateral partnership was to address the current environment in the region.
Today, we're taking another historic step to deepen and formalize cooperation among all three of our nations, because we all recognize the imperative of ensuring peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific over the long term. We need to be able to address both the current strategic environment in the region and how it may evolve, because the future of each of our nations, and indeed the world, depends on a free and open Indo-Pacific enduring and flourishing in the decades ahead.
Now, China, however, has reacted. Its embassy in Washington has said that countries should not build exclusionary blocks targeting or harming the interests of third parties, and furthermore, shake off their Cold War mentality and ideological prejudice. And also not particularly pleased was Australia's neighbour New Zealand. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has said that New Zealand was not interested in building nuclear-powered submarines and would not lift its decade-long ban on nuclear-powered vessels entering into its waters.
But we have an independent foreign policy. We'll take our own view on foreign policy issues. We'll continue to make a contribution, but our lens is very much peace, stability and a rules-based order. That'll always be the case.
For now, though, the US officials have not given their time frame for when Australia will deploy a nuclear-powered submarine or how many will be built. Now, Australia currently hasn't got any nuclear infrastructure, so it would require a sustained effort over the many years to come. The announcement comes just over a week before Biden is to host a first in-person meeting of the leaders of the Quad group of countries, that is Australia, India, Japan and the United States, that Washington sees as a key means to counter China. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.